Hello everyone, my name is Ranjit Singh and here is my friend named Tushar Kumar, and today we are going to debate on two topics, nurture and nature. So my topic is nurture. So the definition of nurture is nurture refers to the environmental factor that influence our development, including upbringing, culture, education and life experiences. It emphasizes how these external influences shapes our behavior, personality, and mental health. Nurture means the things around us, like our family, friends, and experiences. Our experiences and interaction with others help us develop social skills, empathy, and emotional intelligence. The environmental also present opportunities for learning personal growth and acquiring new perspectives. So, the first key point is environmental impact. Socioeconomic status research shows that a child's socioeconomic status significantly affects their development. Higher SES often provide better access to quality education, healthcare, and resources, which can enhance cognitive and social development. Conversely, children from lower SES background may face challenges that impact their opportunities and outcomes. Adverse childhood experiences, such as abuse, neglect, or household dysfunction, have been linked to a range of negative mental health outcomes in adulthood. Studies indicate that individuals with a higher number of ACS are at increased risk for depression, anxiety, and substance abuse, highlight the long-term impact of early experiences.
Hello everyone. So my point is the nature argument. So definition of the nature is the nature refers to the genetic and biological factors that shape who we are. It emphasizes the role of genetic and determining aspects of your personality, intelligence, and overall behaviors. The key point of nature is the genetic dispositions, like heritability of traits. In the search show that traits like intelligence and personality have a strong genetic basis. Like for example, study indicate that about 50 to 80% of the variance in IQ can be attributed to genetics. Adoptional studies. This study reinforced the genetic argument by showing that adopted children tend to resemble their biological parents in traits like intelligence more than their adoptive parents, in indicating a strong genetic component.
So the next topic is learning and experiences. Importance of learning. Our behaviors and personalities are significantly shaped by us learning experiences. For instance, a sportive educational environment can foster reliances, creativity, and social skill, while a lacking of stimulation. Next topic is skill development. Skills and interests often emerge through practice and exposures. For example, a childhood exposed to music or sport is more likely to develop talent in those areas. This experimental learning reinforces the idea that nurture plays a critical role in present development.
So as he say in the learning experience, important of learning, but according to the nature, biological influence, hormones and brain, like hormone play a critical role in our behavior and mood. For instance, higher level of testosterone can lead to increased aggressions, while imbalance in serotonin are linked to mood disorders such as depression and anxiety. This biological factor can profoundly impact your emotional and behavioral response. The other point of the hormone chemistry, like in the familial patterns, like conditions such as bipolar disorders, depression, and anxiety, often run in families. This family's aggression highlights the significant genetic contribution to these mental health disorders, suggesting that biological factors play a crucial role in their development.
So the next point is plasticity of brain. Neuroplasticity. The brain is highly adaptable with neuroplasticity, allowing to change in response to experiences. This means that learning and environmental interaction can physically reshape brain pathways, affecting everything from memory to emotional regulation. The next point is critical periods. These are specific periods in the development when the environmental influences are particularly impactful. For example, language acquisition is most effective in early childhood. Children exposed to multiple languages during this time can develop bilingual proficiency more easily. This emphasizes how vital the right environment is for optimally development.
In nature evolutionary perspective, like survival and reproduction, From an evolutionary standpoint, specific traits have been selected because they enhance your chance of survival and response. For example, traits like cooperation and social bonding have historical helped humans thrive to groups, contributing in your specific. But according to the nurture, as he say, like learning of the brain, like pathway affect the everyone memory of emotional, but in the nature, the other point of the natural selection, like certain traits such as emphasis and altruism may have be favored through nature selection because they enhance group survival, this suggesting that many aspects of your behavior are rooted in your evolutionary history. And the other one is the brain chemistry and behavior, like neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin influence mood and behavior. Research showed that variation in these chemicals on predispose individuals to certain behaviors such as risk taking and sociability, emphasize the biological determinants.
So, as my friends say that the important 2 points in nature is nature selection and brain chemistry and behavior. But in case of nurture, the importance of nurture for the development of well-being. Nurture involves listening and responding. Everything is verbalized with an emphasis on the adults engaging with pupils in reciprocal shared activities. Children respond to being valued and throughout about as individuals. In practice, this involves noticing and praising small achievements. Nothing should be hurried. So, the next point is provision and strategies should be put in places that promote the welfare and well being of children and young people as well as staff. Welfare and well being. Consider how achievements and attainments are celebrated and what structures are in place to promote the public voice.
Like the other study of the nature is the on the animal studies, like cross specific evidence. In this research on the animal behavior show that many traits such as dopamines, heriachids, and mate selection have biological roots. For example, studies on the mice and pyramids indicate genetic influence on social behavior, like supporting the idea that nature significantly shape behavior across specific. And the according to me, nature is the most important in everyone's life. So in the conclusion, in the nature versus nurture debate, both sides present compelling argument that emphasize the complexity of human development. From the nature perspective, we see the genetic and biological factors play a crucial role in shaping your personality, intelligence, and behaviors.
On the other hand side, the nurture perspective is that emphasize on environmental factor on our development. This is integrated view encourage a more holistic approach to education, mental health and personal growth. Acknowledge that both our biological and our environmental roles in shaping who we are. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.